Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your 2025 halftime reading. I decided to do these readings so that we can kind of take like an evaluation. And if you don't like the way your 2025 is going, what do you need to know moving forward to make the most out of the rest of it? So if you're new to my channel, I hope that you will decide to subscribe. Welcome. And please give this video a thumbs up, guys. That will really help me out a lot. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they need to know about 2025, the remainder of it? Let's cut the deck. Okay, where you're at currently, Libra. Ooh, wonderful. The Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment card. Whenever it shows up, I tell people to make a wish. And I feel like this is going to be a very blessed time for you guys. I feel like you might be moving out of the chaos that a lot of us have been experiencing with 2025. And right now, what do you want? What's your heart's desire? It's time for you to send that out into the universe and then be open and ready to receive some blessings. Now, it's not just rubbing the genie lamp and putting the wish out there. It's also you working towards these goals, whatever that might be. But it's going to be something different for each one of you because this is a general reading. But when this card shows up, it can mean a lot of prosperity, an abundance of good things, and just our happiness, our heart's desires being answered. So that's always good to see. What challenges us or crosses us? We have the Five of Wands in reverse. I like this card in reverse because we are restoring order when the Five of Wands is reversed. Watch out for challenges, but I do, every life has them, but I do feel like you're going to overcome them, especially if you're developing this attitude of nothing's going to stop you. And I feel like that is where you need to be with your headspace, Libra. You have to expect good things and call them into you in order for them to happen. Your belief system is going to be very, very crucial for the rest of 2025. So you want to focus on being positive-minded, not negative. Speak positive words, not negative. Expect good things and expect peace to come to you, and then call it in. Now, where your foundation is, okay, you have been dealing with the Three of Swords energy, which is the card of heartache, sadness, grief. Maybe that's why you're open now and ready for a change. You're ready for good times to come to you because you've been dealing with so much heaviness. That I don't feel alone, Libra. A lot of us have been there, especially this has been a rough year for everybody. But I do feel like it's time to process your grief and your sadness, and then start looking for happiness and goodness to come to you. Lighter energy. It's time to start working on lighter energy and get out of the negativity. It will never probably ever, especially if it's grief or loss from a loved one. I'm not suggesting that that's okay. It's time to turn that off because I know that's not possible. But you can take steps towards restoring your happiness. And I feel like that's where you're at right now, where you're ready to start the rebuild phase, or the, moving towards something a little bit lighter and happier. Now, your past, what you've been dealing with, okay, you have the Three of Cups. There's been cause for celebration. I feel like there's more celebration coming. I just feel like this is not just in your past, but maybe recently you have experienced a really positive thing, like maybe a promotion, or maybe a new love has come into your life, and you're ready to continue on with that energy. And I feel like this is what you need to hang on to for the next 6 months to, I'm basically talking about July 1st to December 31st of 2025. We want to carry this theme on. We want to keep going. And maybe you guys have escaped a lot of the heartache that a lot of the world has been dealing with, because this is in your past position. Maybe you have chosen to look at what's right in life and not what's wrong. And that energy is serving you well. And I want you to carry that on. Make sure you're going on in the next 6 months doing that. Now, what's crowning you? We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like it's decision time. You all have made the choice. You are determined to make sure that 2025 ends on a good note. You're ready to take the steps And what a wonderful card to show up for you, because you have decided which area of life that you want to improve. When this card is upright, he's overwhelmed because he's got all these choices, all these areas in life. And I feel like right now you have made, it's been decision time, and you have made your choice, and you're ready to move forward now and figure out how to get it, how to make all this stuff work for you, good for you. Okay, what is coming in your near future? This is you guys showing up for your reading. This is Libra energy, and it is in reverse. Now, I always caution people when the Justice card, here it is, shows up like this. The Justice card is also about legal systems. So I caution everybody to watch your speed. You don't want to get a speeding ticket. Watch any dealings with the law, actually. But this is also a card of karma, and it could be a card of energy coming back to you. What if you have sent something out into the world? Maybe it has something to do with this Three of Swords that is at your foundation. Maybe you are feeling a little sad or a little guilty or a little bit undeserving of the good things because maybe you have done something in your past that you feel like you need to move away from or correct. And I feel like that would be a good thing to work on now. So for the rest of, I don't know what this might be, if it's something really, really big or what, but maybe focus on taking care of business for the rest of the year and correcting any wrongs that you have put out there. Maybe trying to correct karma, if you will, might be a good place to put your attention. Now, where you're feeling at, when your headspace, this Two of Cups in reverse. I feel that there's definitely a relationship for some of you that has gone wrong, and it's caused you some grief and some sadness. Maybe you have wronged someone or made a wrong choice, and now you want to go back and make it right with this Justice in reverse. That's always a good thing, Libra. It's always good if we have done somebody wrong, or if we've broke a heart or hurt someone. Of course we want to, if you have any kind of conscience at all, of course you want to make it right. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love. This can be a family relationship, a business partnership. Somewhere in your life, I feel like you are feeling that you have counted someone out, and now there's a little bit of regret, and maybe you want to right that wrong. And that's where your heart is, basically. So focus on doing that. You could there's more than one thing can be true at once. You could be happy, and you could be living life and being fulfilled, and maybe that has put you in a space where you want to make peace with someone, and that's always welcome energy. I feel like that's a great headspace to be in. It's good karma to wish others well and to want to build on relationships and make them better. Now, your environment, we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you guys have really been living in a space lately of maybe guilt, and maybe I call this the rock bottom card. So this can absolutely be about an addiction that you're finally ready to move past. Maybe that's what this reading is about for you. But the good news about this card is there's nowhere to go but up when the Ten of Swords shows up. It's okay to accept the fact that maybe you've made some wrong choices. Maybe you've caused some heartache or some grief, or maybe something has been given too much emphasis in your life and it's time to correct that and move away from it. This is the card of going forward. The bad thing has already happened. Now let's work on life. Let's work on correcting it and making it better. What your angels and guides would like you to know, your hopes, your dreams. We have the Star in reverse. This is Aquarius energy, but this is, when it shows up reversed like this, I feel like it's a big disconnect. I feel like your guides are telling you they feel disconnected from you. They would like to be in on the game planning as well with you. They would like to help you and assist you in rebuilding from this Ten of Swords moment. But it's time for you to start focusing on your faith and maybe a kinder, gentler version of yourself. Have those hopes and dreams. You have two cards here that are about wish fulfillment. The basis of your reading was the Nine of Cups, and now you have this Star card showing up in reverse. And this is all about wishes and heart's desires and how to obtain these things. And I feel like something has happened in your world, Libra, where you feel like you're not going to really be complete until you right the wrong and until you make it right again. And going forward, I think that's very, very important for your happiness and well-being, for you to reconnect with your faith, reconnect with your guides, ancestors, and ask them to assist you, but also reconnect with your God and the universe, your higher power, and ask for help in this new phase of going forward. Your outcome card, we have the Emperor, Aries energy. This is a great card to end your reading with because this is you coming out on top of things. This is strong male energy in your life. It's about taking charge, being in charge of yourself, being the boss of you, the boss of your life, and about you restoring that power to yourself. I feel like that needs to be the goal for the rest of this year, is you accepting responsibility for what you want life to be, what you want your relationships to be, what you want your career to be, and know that nobody's going to do it for you. It's up to you to make these things happen and to just accept responsibility for it and be the boss. Now, at the bottom of the deck is the underlying energy, the shadow card, if you will, and we have the death card in reverse. And I feel like this is about you up until this point, you've been resisting change. Maybe you've dug your heels in and you haven't wanted to deal with whatever has been out of whack with this Justice card in reverse. And I feel like it's time to put that energy to bed. We need to get it upright. You know, the best way to work with death card energy, which is also Scorpio energy, is to accept that change is always constant. It's the one constant thing in life. And in order for life to run smoothly, we have to accept that change is going to happen and we have to work with it in a proper way. We can't resist it. So kind of remember that as we're going through this reading. Let's get some clarifiers for you. For that Nine of Cups, where we are currently at, our current situation, working on our heart's desires, we have the Four of Cups. You know, this is God offering a blessing. And up until now, I think you've been resistant to it with this change card or the death card in reverse. You've kind of ignored the elephant in the room and you've ignored the piece of the puzzle that's going to make you feel complete. You know, there's these other three cups down here, and there's this one here that you're being offered. It's time for you to deal with what has been out of balance or out of whack in your life, because that's what the Justice card is. It's a card of balance. Remember what the Libra energy is the scales. It's out of balance, and it's because you haven't been taking care of business with this cup here. And in order for your life to be as rich as you want it to be, it's time for you to deal with whatever is not right in your world. Okay, that Five of Wands in reverse, the energy, maybe it's either a challenge or it's help coming your way. Let's see what we get. Okay, we'll take this one. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. It could definitely be what will help restore some balance to your world is getting on top of your finances, being resourceful, possibly taking a different job or managing your money in a different way. I feel like for some of you, money is a big issue in your household and it is causing challenges. So that might be career for you, and it's time for you to deal with that. Maybe changing jobs or taking on a second job. Whatever it is, it's going to give you peace. It's going to give you peace of mind because it's going to restore the order that's needed in your world right now. But hard work. Sometimes it takes hard work in order to cultivate this energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is no stranger to that. She knows what needs to be done and she goes about business and gets it done. And that's where you need to put your mindset. Is it's go time. It's decision time. It's time to get off your butt and make things happen. Now, where this Three of Swords is at your foundation, let's see what the clarifier is for that. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, this is definitely about betrayal. It could be something that has been done to you, or it could possibly be that you have done this to someone, Libra, where you feel like you haven't been true to your heart and you've caused someone else some heartache as well. Or someone has done this to you, but it's time to face it and it's time to start the healing process. Maybe it's just gone on too long. And I'm hearing the number 3 for some reason. I think because of this 3 of Cups. It could be a timing card. It could be something that you've been dealing with in the past 3 years. But I do feel like there's some regrets and some remorse and some things that were said and done that you wish you could take back. And now is the time to try to make those things right. Okay, for your recent past with this 3 of Cups, let's get some clarification about that. Okay, 2 of Pentacles, balance. Okay, another message of balance, and that is what Libra is balance. I balance is your mantra, and things have been out of balance. It's time for you to restore balance. I feel like in a relationship, I feel like that's what that 3 of Cups is actually about. That there has been something out of balance for you in your relationships. Doesn't have to be a love interest, but it could be. It could be a family relationship or friendship. And I just feel like it's time for you now to take the remainder of this year and try to work on that. And it doesn't happen overnight always, but it's just time to start the healing journey and time to restoration. Let me write that down for you guys. Restore. Because I feel like that's what you are, maybe what your word is for the rest of 2025. How I'm going to title this. That 7 of Cups in reverse. Let's get a clarifier for that. Oh, wow, the 7 of Pentacles. 2 sevens. Okay. Spirituality. I feel like this has been draining your spirit, making you feel alone, disconnected from people. It's where I'm really getting that sense of energy goes where attention flows. Or how does that? I always get that backwards. Energy goes where attention flows, or attention goes where energy flows. But you know what I'm saying? Where you put your energy is where you're going to get the best results. Where you put your attention is where your energy is going to go. And I feel like that is, it's time for you to nurture these dreams and take care of the things that are important to you. Maybe you've been putting other people's priorities ahead of your own. And now it's time for you. Maybe you're feeling a little left out in the cold, and it's time for you to now deal with whatever is going to bring you happiness and joy. But the message with the 7 of Pentacles is it's a harvest card, and you reap what you sow. And if you want to harvest good things, you've got to put good energy out there, and you've got to put the work into nurturing whatever it is that you want to harvest at the end of the year. You've got 6 months now before the end of 2025. What do you want to call into you? What do you want to grow and nurture? Okay, for the future card, we have you, number 1, Justice. And it's in reverse, so there is a lack of balance somewhere. But let's just see what we get here. Okay, the Empress. Another card of nurturing. I'm going to write that down as well, because I feel like you guys are really being called to nurture something. Maybe you've been putting it or ignoring it, maybe squashing it, shoving it down so you don't have to deal with it. But it's time now to nurture. Take care of yourself. Take care of your environment. Take care of your people. Take care of your family. Whatever is out of balance, it can return to balance. The Empress is Mama Nature to me, as well as the Queen of Pentacles, which she is showing up as a clarifier for you as well. And I feel like you are just really being called to practice like divine feminine energy and divine feminine wisdom. And that is about nurturing and fertility and realizing that what you fertilize is what is going to grow. And know that you can turn around a bad situation. You can turn around a direction. You can turn on a dime and change direction. You aren't the same person that you were 6 months ago. If you are changing your mind about a situation, or if you feel like you have made a mistake with this Five of Swords, you can correct it, but you've got to be the one to do it. And you've got to make sure that you are using that Empress energy there, the feminine, the loving mother energy. Let's take a look at this Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Hanged Man. Pause. Changing the way you look at things, looking at things from a different perspective, surrendering something. Those are the main key words with the Hanged Man. Now with this, whatever this relationship is that has maybe gone to the wayside or gone down the wrong road, it's time for you to reevaluate. Like, are you ready to release the relationship? Are you ready to work on it possibly? I just keep hearing like a change in a direction or a change of heart, changing your mind maybe. But I feel like change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. That's the other message for the Hanged Man. He's looking at things from, he's upside down as well. And he's looking at it from a different side. And maybe that is giving him some empathy and some understanding about where the relationship may have gone wrong. Maybe if you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, you will see their side of it. And that will help to correct the injustice of what happened in the relationship. Interesting. Let's get a clarifier for that Ten of Swords, our rock bottom moment here. Guys, this is a really interesting reading. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles, hard work. It's going to take some work to correct the wrong, to fix it, but in the end, it will be worth it. You're showing up here at the end feeling like you're king of the world. And that's because I feel like you made the right choices and the right decision, and you showed up and did the work that was needed to correct whatever heartache that you're dealing with. And it's time for you to do that. It's time to do, relationships especially are always going to be involve a little bit of work, if not a lot of work, depending on what relationship you're talking about. And it's time for you to put the work in. If you are releasing an old habit or an addiction, it's going to take work to change the way you have wired yourself and the mode of operation that you have had. So just know that I'm all of a sudden, I want to say, with this Justice card in reverse and with this Ten of Swords, I want to feel like if somebody's addiction is out of hand, you really need to work hard to get it under control, because there could be legal issues if you don't. So for instance, if you live in a state where weed is not legal, you better either move or maybe give up that habit, because it could possibly be, you could be on a road where there could be some trouble coming your way. I don't know why that just came to me right now. It's totally random and totally off base from the reading that we've been doing, but I just felt I needed to share it. But show up every day to correct, to change your life, to change the way you've been living, and to change your relationships. It's going to take work, but you can do it. For that Star card in reverse, the lack of hope, the lack of faith. I want this one. Page of Pentacles, staying grounded, staying resourceful, security, a new beginning. It's with the Star in reverse, I feel like you have felt like all hope is lost, and this page is telling you it's not. It's never hopeless. as long as you're alive and as long as you're breathing, there's hope. And this is a time where you can turn things around and you can make things way better. But it takes you changing the direction and going the new direction with that Page of Pentacles and finding your footing. That's what the Page of Pentacles does. He finds his footing. And that's what you need to do in order to restore the wishes, the hopes, the faith. Okay, our Emperor, our Aries energy here, the boss. Let's get a clarifier. I feel like it's this one, 10 of Cups. Okay, there's happiness at the end. This is a happy ending, you guys. The 10 of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the deck, probably second only to the Sun, in my opinion. The 10 of Pentacles as well, but 10 of Cups is pretty darn good. Relationships are restored. Happiness, love, fulfillment, joy. You taking control of your life and taking control of your choices, and you doing the work every day, showing up to correct whatever wrongs that you have done, are going to bring so much joy and happiness and fulfillment into your life. And it's time for you to start doing that. Be true to you, Libra. Show up for yourself and do the work that you need to do every single day to show whoever it is that you're serious, you mean business, you want to right the wrong with this Five of Swords, and then do it. Actions speak louder than words. All right, let's get a theme for y'all for the rest of the year. I'm going to take the top card. Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Okay, sometimes this is a journey that we're on, and when we have a goal in mind and we have, an end result that we're after, we're on the journey. And happiness is about the journey, not the destination. So embrace the in-between by enjoying life every single day, even if you don't have the end result just yet. You can still find happiness, find peace, find joy in just being alive. Just know that there are going to be, even until your dream comes to fruition, there's still going to be a lot for you to be happy about and joyful for and grateful for. Let's look at your love life, Libra. See what our Libras need to know about their relationships. Love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. Okay, I feel like someone needs to make a phone call. And I feel like this is your message to pick up the phone and make the call. Restore the relationship. Or if someone has been reaching out to you and you've been hitting the ignore button, stop doing that. Stop. It's time for you to take the call or make the call. Okay, that's all I got there for that. Your surrender card, what you need to let go of, what needs to be released from your life. Whoops, that was too many. I'm not going to take that. All right, let's take this one. Surrender to your intuition. Okay, it's time for you to listen to your heart and follow it. You're going to get signs. You're going to get messages. And it's just know that it's divinely guided, and take the information, okay? And use it for your highest and greatest good. Listen to your intuition. Don't ignore it. And then one more message for you guys. This is a really moving reading. I hope it's hitting your heart, Libra. Direction. You guys, this is the third time in a row that this card has shown up, and I feel like this is telling you you're being pulled in a different direction than what you've been doing. And I do feel like that kind of came through, because when we first started the reading with your Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, and I felt like that was the Five of Wands in reverse about peace. I had a really good feeling, but then I feel like everything kind of went left, and this started talking about a heartache that you've been dealing with. And this is about going in a different direction. Go your own way. Go a different way. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Okay, if you're having a trouble making the phone call or accepting the phone call, ask God to help you with that. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. Okay, you need guidance and you are open and ready to receive it. May I hear the promptings of my own body. Okay, pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you. That's a lot of times the way we get intuitive hits is we will feel it in a part of our body, like your stomach or your heart or your chest. You just get that, ooh, maybe your throat sometimes. Just pay attention to what your body's trying to tell you because it's a sign. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. All right, it's very, very interesting to me. This is the third reading I've done today, and this is the third time that this card has shown up for us. And I feel like we are being directed, like God is trying to direct us to go a certain way and to make a certain choice and right a wrong that we might have been dealing with. And are you going to answer the call? You know, God is trying to let you know that it's not too late. You can salvage this. But it's up to you. It's up to you, Libra. Okay, very interesting reading, guys. Please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. I'd love to have you be a part of this. And I pull cards every morning and evening. I do zodiac readings every week. So I will see you back here for another Libra video. But in the meantime, catch my shorts, the daily card pulls, okay? I love you guys, and I hope you find the peace and balance that this reading is saying you're searching for. Have a good one.